Welcome to the Real Estate Bee with your guide and as a trusted real estate expert, Daniela Gnecchi.
Spain's property prices just surged 15.34% year over year, and rental yields are hitting 11.5% in specific Costa Blanca neighborhoods. If you are an international buyer or investor from the US, the UK, or any other foreign country, the next 12 minutes could save you thousands and show you exactly where the smart money is moving right now. I am Daniela, the Real Estate Bee, and today we are covering 4 game-changing developments in Spain's 2025 property market that directly impact your investment decisions. First, let's talk about why Spain is the safest bet in Europe right now. Back in January, at Spain's Investors' Day, the government announced that Spain achieved the title of Best Economy in the world for 2024, with the GDP growth exceeding 3%, more than double the pace of Germany, France, and Italy combined. Here's what matters for your investment. Projections show Spain maintaining a 2.8-2.9% growth in 2025 and keep growing among the top EU's performers. This economic stability is exactly why Spain ranks in the top 10 worldwide global countries for foreign investment confidence. For international buyers, this means stable property values or increasing, reliable rental demand, and a safe environment for your investments. This is the foundation that protects your purchases in this country. However, the Sanchez, who in January was promising to make Spain great again, or at least make Spain great, is the same Sanchez who in 2023 issued that famous housing law that completely destroyed the rental market. And here is the paradox that is creating massive opportunity for buy-to-let investors. This Spain's 2023 housing law created quite predictable, but not by the politicians, consequence of severely limiting the supply of rental properties, because following the issue of this law, long-term rentals dramatically collapsed. I have videos about it. I invite you to go check to know all the details if you like. Of course, supply shortage and very high demand means that yields are going through the roof, especially in specific markets. Numbers tell the story. The average Spanish families now spend 36% of net income on rent. In Barcelona, Malaga, and Valencia, not to mention even Madrid, that jumps to 40-46%. While mortgage payments only require 25% of income, which means that because of Sanchez's law, now it is easier to purchase a property than renting a property. What does this mean for you as an investor? That rental demand is desperate. Supply is constrained and tenants are willing to pay premium rates. This imbalance won't last forever. It will last because I don't know when they are going to sort this out. They had to change the law. But right now, it's creating the highest yields we've seen in decades. The key is knowing exactly where to buy and what to buy. which brings us to the next piece of news. Let's talk specific numbers and locations. Nationwide, property prices rose 15.35% year over year in Q3 2025. But here's where it gets interesting for international investors. Let's look at the regional breakdown. In the province of Murcia, the growth has been 8% with very high demand. Around Valencia, 6% with a strong growth. In the area of Alicante, plus 11.5%, the best buy-to-let area. Critical insight for buyers. Urban apartments are delivering around 5.5% gross yield with lower maintenance than villas that deliver around 4.5%. Of course, they are more expensive. If you're buying for investment income rather than personal use, urban buy-to-let in the provinces of Murcia and specifically Alicante neighborhoods is where you want to focus on. Financing advantage. Interest rates for new housing loans have dropped to an average of 2.66% as of September 2025, making financing significantly more accessible for international buyers working with specialized brokers. A combination of very promising price appreciation. When you buy now, you will gain definitely a lot over the next few years. Very, very good rental yields and financing going down is the perfect formula. Even if you want to buy a second residence, make the best of this moment, because whatever you buy now, your investment is going to be very profitable. If you are interested in investing or buying a second residence or even moving to Spain, contact me and I will be very happy to help you, to guide you finding the best opportunities according to your needs and preferences. Now, this is very important. Critical news for every non-resident property owner. Spain's Supreme Court recently delivered a landmark ruling that eliminates discriminatory wealth tax practices between residents and non-residents. This isn't just a win. It creates a very, very important legal precedent for challenging other unfair tax treatments. What you need to know: this ruling may entitle you to significant refunds on past wealth tax payments. It sets precedent for future non-resident tax equality cases. For example, that infamous 100% tax on non-resident, non-EU resident purchases that Sanchez was talking about whenever his brother was under the spotlight of the corruption investigation, and that some media were portraying as already a law in effect, which cannot be. This decision of the Supreme Court in this context is a super important precedent. Because it's such an important subject, I am creating a dedicated deep dive video. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell, because this tax refund video will be out probably next week. And if you have paid the wealth tax as a non-resident, you could be entitled to money back. I'll walk you through what happened and what next steps you can take. So here is your Spain property market summary. Strongest economy in Europe with almost 3% GDP growth. Rental yields hitting 11.5% in strategic locations. Financing costs at around 2.66%, creating leverage opportunities. legal victories protecting non-resident investors and luxury property owners. Spain's market is very hot. It's offering the best risk-adjusted return for international real estate buyers and investors in Europe right now. So, your next steps, please subscribe to my channel to be informed when the tax refund video will come out and other update videos and property videos. Download my free buyer's property purchase guide. The link is in the description to know everything about how the purchase process works in Spain and to be informed immediately about new releases of excellent new development projects, new projects, and special conditions. And if you'd like, book a free 30-minute call with me. The link is in the description. We can discuss your needs and if and how I can support you. The window for this market situation, interesting rental yields, price appreciation will not last forever, but definitely experts say it will last until at least 2027. So the sooner we move, the better. For now, I thank you very much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. For the moment, take care.